It is morning in Pattaya, and I'm not sure if this audio is gonna work or not. I got my homemade contraption on the phone to see if it blocks the wind. We'll see if it works or not. But I want to talk to you about, of course, being the end of another stay in another country in Southeast Asia, my cost for that month. At the end of every country, I like to give you sort of a breakdown. It's not like a spreadsheet. It's not like down to the exact dollar. But I want to give you a breakdown of what it costs for me to stay there. We're going to talk about food costs. We're going to talk about transportation. We're going to talk about the housing costs, where I've been staying, and give you examples of all that. And I'll be showing you the meals that I've gotten today so that you can actually see on a given day what I pay for a meal. We're also going to talk about things like healthcare, all of that, what it's cost me this month while I've been here. So let's talk about cost of living in Thailand for this trip. Let's cover that today. Of all the places that I thought this month I was going to be paying a lot of money to stay in, it was on Koh Phi Phi Island. I thought it was like this luxury destination. But in actuality, I paid $14 a day for a beautiful little room that was right on the ocean. It was incredible. How could the cost of living be any better? In the United States, I pay $2,500 a month for housing alone. No, thank you. I will gladly stay in Southeast Asia. I'm getting great little rooms like this for a great price. Look at right here in Pattaya. This is Sutu's Court, and I've talked about Sutu's Court before. In fact, I'm working on this video right now in Sutu's Court before I head on to another country. And for the same price, this is about $14, $15 a day. I get a beautiful, I will gladly live in this room. Let's just say it straight. I will live in this room year round if I could. Utilities and Wi-Fi included. And let's talk about food costs. I get fresh made meals for about 100 to 150 baht. That's $3 to $5 a meal. You could not touch a meal like this in the States for that price. My food bill is half of what it would be back in the US. Fresh made seafood like this that you picked out yourself, that's never been frozen, and you're paying what, $6 a meal for this? Yes, thank you. I will gladly stay in Southeast Asia and cut my food bill in half and eat better than ever. If you are able to keep your cost of food to $20 a day back in the US, well, if you're eating at home, I think, yeah, you can do that. You can. But if you try to go out, if you try to even one weekend go out with some friends, if 2 weekends you go out and have a meal at a restaurant, you've already blown that away. It's gone, okay? So, yeah, cost of food is a big one. The next thing I want to talk about is the cost of healthcare. And this is a very good month for me to discuss that. Because in previous videos this month, I showed you where I go to get my blood work done. This month I had all of my blood work done at MT Intermedical. For one price, 6,900 baht, I had probably the most inclusive, everything you can imagine tests done to my body, blood tests, urine, everything. They also do urinalysis tests, everything. They take all my vitals, and I get all of that emailed to me so that I can sit and go through it and even send that back to my doctor in the States if I wanted to do that. That cost is basically nothing compared to what I would have to pay to go through all the doctor's appointments, to get authorization, the cost of healthcare insurance in the States, then going to get all those tests done, and the test would be like, oh yeah, it's not covered by your healthcare insurance. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not covered by it? Yeah, it's not covered. You're just getting an exam done. It's not like a life-saving thing. You're not in pain, in other words, you know? That's a big thing in the States, is everybody goes into their doctor and says,
before we even start, I'm in pain. And that way everything can be covered by insurance. It's just such a mess. You know, healthcare is such a mess in the States. Another thing that I had done while I was here is I had my teeth cleaning done. And in the past here in Pattaya, I had my teeth both cleaned and I had a chipped tooth fixed.
This is Smile Dental Center, and this is where I go in Pattaya to get my dental work done. Very affordable. They do all the different type of implants that you might need and anything else, crowns, all of it.
The cleaning is $30 American. The chipped tooth cost me $45 American. And again, it cost me $30 American, 1,000 baht basically, to get my teeth professionally cleaned this month while I was here. I try to get it done every 6 months. And Thailand is the perfect place to get these things done. To get your blood work done. If you want to go sit down with a doctor, you can do that too. If you want to get any other kind of procedures done, you're not going to find a better price. And you're going to find great hospitals and clinics here to get it done. How about the cost of getting around? What is it costing me for transportation? Yeah? Think about that. Back in the States, I had a car, insurance, gas, registration, taxes, maintenance, tires, everything. Here I have nothing. I sold that thing and it's gone. I don't have any of that here. Instead, I use my 2 feet and I use other transportation. I can get a scooter here to get me across Pattaya for 100 baht, $3, okay? I can get from here, Pattaya to Bangkok, for just a little bit more than that, for about $5. I can get from here to Bangkok by bus. If I want to go down one of the main roads here, I can get a 10 baht bus. Okay, now most of the time I like to walk because it's good exercise. But say it's the end of the day and you're just exhausted. For 10 baht, I can get down these main roads here in Pattaya. And how about getting over to Koh Larn Island? Getting to Koh Larn Island, I took the ferry, it cost me 30 baht. That's $1. To take the ferry and go all the way over to that beautiful island and spend the day. So transportation costs have come down tremendously. Over this month, I had one transportation cost that was a little bit more than expected, and that was I took a plane from Phuket to Pattaya, and that was like $100. So that was an unexpected cost, because usually once I'm inside of a country, I don't do any more flying, of course. I might take a bus here and there, but the flying part's done. I'd like to talk about the cost of alcohol. The reason why is because I've been mentioning on these videos that I'm trying to work on reducing my alcohol consumption. One of the things that I've been trying to do now is trying to drink about once a week. Having like one night a week that I actually drink. And then even that night, I buy what I'm gonna drink and then I just use it. And then that way I don't go over that amount. I bring this up for reasons of both healthcare and cost, because they're both relevant when you're talking about alcohol. You know, we're not in our 20s anymore. We have to really take our healthcare seriously. We have to take our health seriously. And we can't just, you know, go out drinking every single day. I see people that do. I mean, one thing here in Pattaya is you see the resiliency of the human body. Take care of your body, take care of yourself, limit the amount of alcohol that you drink. I don't say that from a soapbox because I also have to tell myself the same thing, okay? I'm no different. And then also for cost purposes, if you think about it, 1 pint of whiskey here, like the local whiskey, the mainland whiskeys and whiskeys from other countries, outrageously expensive. But the local whiskey here costs as much as a good meal. You know, it's like 150 baht for a pint of local whiskey. And for 150 baht, I can go out and get stir-fried chicken with cashew nuts and vegetables, with rice on the side and a drink. So, you know, there's a cost factor as well. If we're going to take retiring early seriously, then we have to also look at our alcohol consumption, not just for health, but for how it eats into our budget. It's a windy one out here on Pattaya Beach today. It's very beautiful. It's blue skies. It's very nice. But look at the waves coming in. It's whipping off the water today. But I wanted to say thank you for spending some time with me. We are moving on to another country, by the way. This is the last couple days that I've got in Thailand, and then we're on to another country, and then 2 more after that. I've got Southeast Asia lined up all year, and you should come with me. Like and subscribe to the video, and leave comments in the video if there's something that you want me to itemize for you price-wise. Even if I didn't cover it in the video, I'll answer you in the comment section. If there's something you're curious what the cost is, I'll do my best to get you a price, okay? Other than that, have yourself a great week. Probably the next video I'll be in another country, and I'm just glad that you spent some time with me. I'll talk to you again soon, and aloha.